Hello everyone. This is NY Global News. Let's dive straight into today's most important and breaking news.
Today we're looking into one of the biggest questions millions of Americans are asking right now. Will the $2,000 tariff rebate checks actually happen? Former President Donald Trump has proposed sending most Americans a $2,000 rebate funded entirely by tariff revenue. But Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says that Congress must approve it, leaving the situation uncertain. In this video, we'll break down the political battle behind the idea, the economic impact, and the possible outcomes, depending on what Congress and the Supreme Court decide. Since 2024, Trump has repeatedly stated that he wants to expand tariff policies. His goal is to generate revenue by placing higher tariffs on imported goods. Revenue, he says, can benefit American workers and families. The most surprising part, Trump wants to send cash rebate checks to Americans directly from tariff revenues. Trump first introduced the idea of a $2,000 dividend in July. Since then, it has become one of his major economic promises. According to Trump, foreign companies paying tariffs should indirectly benefit American households, giving people a national dividend. In a Fox News interview, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent delivered an important but uncertain message. We will see. We need legislation for that. In other words, the checks can only happen if Congress approves a new law. This signals a potential political showdown ahead. Congress is divided. Some lawmakers believe that returning tariff revenue to the public will stimulate the economy. Others call it risky, overly populist, or unrealistic. The debate is intensifying as both parties try to shape the narrative before key economic decisions. Right now, the Supreme Court is reviewing Trump's previous tariff policies. If the court rules in Trump's favor, the path toward rebate checks becomes much clearer. If it rules against him, the plan may face major legal and political obstacles. Economists say that $2,000 rebate checks could significantly boost consumer spending. People might use the money for bills, groceries, or other essentials, pushing the economy upward. But critics warn the checks could also increase inflation or push prices higher. Street interviews across major cities show that many Americans support the idea. With rising living costs and economic uncertainty, a $2,000 rebate would provide serious relief. For many, it feels like money finally coming back to them. Economic analysts argue that while rebate checks may offer short-term stimulus, the long-term effects depend on tariff levels. If tariffs rise too high, consumer prices may increase, potentially canceling out the benefit of the rebate. America has issued rebates and stimulus checks in the past, but issuing checks directly from tariff revenue is extremely rare. This makes the proposal both historically significant and economically experimental. If Congress approves the plan, checks could be distributed within 2 to 3 months. Trump's economic agenda would gain momentum. If Congress rejects it, the plan would be stalled. Supreme Court rulings will become even more critical. Either way, the next few weeks will shape the direction of this debate. No official decision has been made yet. But one thing is certain. The Supreme Court's review and Congress's vote will have a major impact on American politics and the economy. If approved, the $2,000 rebate checks could bring real relief to millions of people. We will continue tracking this story closely as new updates emerge.
Did you enjoy the video? Then subscribe to our channel and follow us to stay updated. We'll see you again soon. Stay safe.